What's up guys, PokePacksNPlays here, and today we have another exciting video. So this is actually TJ Traquair's first place Yveltal deck, and I've actually played this deck before, and I've talked to him, and he's really great player, really cool guy, and his deck is very fantastic. He got first place in Seattle Regional Championships. So this deck is kind of different from the standard Yveltal deck, but it's still a very strong and consistent and good, and I don't see any very blatant errors that I completely disagree with. So let's look through the deck, because it's really cool and has a lot of really cool tricks that make it unique and make it good against certain matchups that may not have been expected, but it definitely covered them and was very good. So he plays 2 Yveltal EX. He figured the meta didn't really need 3 anymore because of the different attackers that you can put in this deck, and just because Yveltal is getting slightly weaker with the new attackers that are very powerful from the newer sets and the newer archetypes, like Raikou for example, which Yveltal is weak to. However, it's still strong, so you play 2 copies in there. You play 2 copies of Darkrai because Dark Cloak is very strong and you really do need it. And Night Spear is getting more useful because bench damage is still really strong, and being able to snipe something on the bench is really powerful, as well as being able to do 90 to the active sets up for 2-hit KOs, which is also very good. You play 2 Friday Night Yveltal. This basically shuts down Sableye, which isn't super big, but it also shuts down Garbodor, so if you Lysander Garbodor, they can't really retreat, and you can bring up things with huge retreat costs, and they can't really do anything to it. And also, the Pitch Black Spear is an amazing attack. Basically, you do 60 damage to the front and 60 damage to a bench Pokemon, and that sets you up for the rest of the game. That makes you be able to one-hit anything, and if you do 2 of these to a Shaman or a Jirachi, they're dead. So I think this card is absolutely incredible, and it's really good, and should be in every Yveltal deck, and at least a 1 or 2 count of. One Shaman, he just figured that you don't need that much jaw acceleration, and that 1 will suffice, which I can agree with. You only do need 1 on Yveltal. 2 is nice, but not necessary. And if you want to cut something, cut a Shaman. He plays 1 Jirachi just to help the Maxies engine out, because it makes it significantly easier. 4 Battle Compressor to rid the deck of unimportant resources that you don't need, and I just think it's really strong, because you can just get rid of like the Gallade and Archeops, and it really helps you go through your deck a lot easier and get the engine going, and discarding the cards that you need to discard that are useless, like for example like a Lysander that you can VS Seeker back in the game. And having a Battle Compressor and VS Seeker basically guarantees a supporter all the time. Computer Search, because he figured that it is more useful than Dowsing Machine, and most decks realize that just because of how aggressive the format is right now, and so it's very strong. For Dark Patch, it allows for crazy turns for Yveltal, getting a bunch of energy on right away, and helps you with huge turns where you have very powerful setups. So Dark Patch is an amazing card. 3 Hypnotoxic Laser. Now this is very interesting. First of all, he doesn't play the 4 count, and second of all, he doesn't play Verbank. So he's basically banking on 1 of 2 things. A, my opponent's gonna play a Verbank themselves, and I can hit for 30, and I don't really need 4 because I can do a lot of damage with my other things like Muscle Band, Fighting Fury Build, and just the sheer power of the deck. And 2, that even if they don't play Verbank, I don't really need that 30. I'm way better off just doing 10 damage and having Silent Lab out than having a Verbank and Laser and doing 30 damage. So now we're going to talk. So this is very interesting, but not necessarily bad either. I did something similar to this in my Toadbats deck that I got top 16 at Oregon with. You don't always necessarily need the Verbank. It's nice, but the 10 damage and the flip is also really useful. So let's talk about Silent Lab. Silent Lab is an extremely interesting card. It shuts off your Darkrai, Baby Yveltal, Jirachi, and Shaman. However, it shuts off a lot of other things, like Hoopa and their Shamans, and their Darkrai's, and also Raikou's ability. And so and Hoopa as well. And so this, if your opponent can't counter the stadium, this really hurts their turn 1, and also hurts him in the late game because they can't use a lot of things. So TJ decided I don't really need Verbank, but if I have Silent Lab, this will help me with a lot of weird matchups like the Rainbow Road he faced in the finals. And so Silent Lab is really good and really clutch. It's a double-edged sword because you can see it hurting you sometimes, but I think playing this was completely ingenious and absolutely incredible insight of TJ to play this. 3 Trainer's Mail, didn't need the max count, he had to find cut somewhere, he cut a Trainer's Mail. Amazing card for finding resources, helps you get the turn 1 Maxies, not much to be said. 4 Ultra Ball, very standard, you're getting your stuff out and also helps the turn 1 Maxies. 4 VS Seeker, also extremely standard. 1 AZ just to bring something up with a big retreat that can retreat, or if you want to heal something. 2 Lysander, I found that playing 1 Lysander can suffice, but playing 2 Lysanders makes the games a lot easier and helps your matchups a ton. So I really love playing 2 Lysanders whenever I can and whenever I can fit it. 2 Maxies just to for consistency. And here's actually another really interesting part of the deck. Usually they play 1 Archeops and 1 Gallade, but people have decided that a Gallade is so good and helps you in so many matchups that prizing 1 will potentially lose you the game. So they decided to play 2 Gallade and 1 Archeops. Some people are almost considering cutting Archeops because of Hex Maniac and things like that. But basically what it is like Gallade is so good that in matchups like Seisminoid Crobat, from what I've heard, you want to get Gallade instead of Archeops because Gallade will help you so much more in terms of the entire game, even though it's bad damage. So Gallade's ability is absolutely incredible. It helps you get out of dead hands by being able to draw you another card the next turn. It helps you with Trainer's Mails, helps you with Shamans. It is an incredible card and really makes this deck what it is. 2 ends because Shuffle Draw is amazing and it helps you get come back from leads from your opponents, and also a solid 6 is fine, and it's also the only source of Shuffle Draw. Only 3 Sycamore Juniper because he felt with Battle Compressors and VS Seekers you don't really need a 4th, and I would agree. That's an easy cut for him. Here's his tools, which are pretty interesting. 1 Fighting Fury Belt, because 40 and 10 damage is really good, but you don't always need that. 1 Float Zone to retreat. Sometimes you can put it on a Darkrai when there's or a Shaman when there's Silent Lab out. Pretty good, you don't need more than 1 though. And 1 Muscle Vent, just to boost your damage a little bit. And then in 7-4, really standard. So this deck is absolutely genius. I love it. There's some things I might want to change, like making these counts a little bit thicker. But overall, everything he did, I can see the logic in it, and I'm like, wow, this guy made a really solid deck, and he really made a good meta call. And I mean, Yveltal is usually very good in general, but I think it's just so strong. It's so interesting and unique and quirky, and I really like that. I really think it's very cool. So let's just play a game or two, and let's kind of see what we can find. It's in alphabetical. TJ Yveltal. So here we go, guys. Let's see if I can play well, show you guys how this deck works. But basically the concept is you just want to get Archeops and Gallade turn 1, and run them down with Yveltal, and do a lot of heavy pressure, but while also playing very intelligently. This deck is very skill intensive, and it's also really fun. I think it's one of the, in my opinion, it's the most fun deck in the format, because of how much damage you can do, and how intelligent you can play. And it's just thinking about this deck gives me shivers straight up. So yeah, we're looking for a game. It's taking an awful long time, but we found a game, which is very fortunate for us. We're playing as a Metal, Water, Psychic, Fire. Can't really think of a deck that's typed like that, but we'll see. It might be a Rainbow Road or something like that. No, I don't know. Not sure. But we'll definitely have fun. It'll be good. So they get heads, and oh, we lost the coin flip. Okay, that sucks, but that means that if we get a crazy turn 1 dark patch play, we can do damage going first. So I think I'm gonna start Yveltal because I think this is guaranteeing me a really good start. I do have turn 1 Maxies guaranteed. I could start Darkrai here. And then I could do a crazy Dark Patch play, but I don't think I need that. I think I can just do a solid turn 1 and I'll be fine. Bench Darkrai. So if I get end out, I still have the Darkrai on the bench. I need a Darkrai 20th anniversary thing. Oh, so Clamper. So this could be a Huntail deck. Huntail Ho-Oh. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Huntail is the attack. I think it does 20 damage for every energy on it or on both of you. Actually, I'll just look it up real quick. He battle compressors. Yeah, Ho-Oh. Yeah, okay, this makes a lot of sense. But yeah, basically he's going to want to charge up a lot of energy, and he can do so through the means of Ho-Oh. So this is going to be a really fun, cool deck to play against. And I'm very excited to see how this game will turn out, actually. Okay, plays Sycamore. This might be a full-blooding deck, which is pretty cool, also. Oh no, no Ultra Balls. So he's going to battle compressor again, probably get more energy than discard pile. Probably Ho-Ohs, more Ho-Ohs. Yeah, just gonna get a bunch of different energy in the discard pile. And he's going for the Rebirth, gets Tails, unfortunate for him. So we'll just look up Huntail right now. And so he attaches Silver Bangle, that's really good. And dang, turn 1 he already has a Ho 3 energies on the field. That's gonna be very, very strong for him. Rebirth gets a Heads, dang, and more energy going on the field. This is an extremely powerful start for my opponent, but if I can get an Archeops out, this is gonna help me out significantly. But even then he can still Hex. But if he hexes, he loses a turn of doing other stuff. So I can deal with this definitely. I'm gonna touch a Fighting Fury Belt, so I can eat up a little more hits. Alright. Computer search. Grab this, throw this and this away. And I'm gonna grab a Battle Compressor. Just discarding some resources I don't need. And also of course the Gallade and Archeops. I'm gonna go for an Archeops here. I think it's a better decision. I think I'll do Dark Gallade. Is Archeops prize? No, it isn't. That's really fortunate for us. I might want to go for a Sycamore here, just to a Juniper, so I can VS Seeker for it later. But I think I should be probably fine. Okay, VS Seeker, Maxies, and there we go. That was super easy. The computer search was basically guaranteed ourselves it. And so we already have a great start here. I might want to go for a Gallade. Nah, it's okay. Archeops will help us out here. And here we go. We have energy. Actually, I could throw these two away, but I'm not sure that's the right play. No, I can just do this and then a Shaman for 3. I don't really need to do more than that. Yeah, so we have a very solid turn 1. I'm going to drop this Yveltal for potential plays later. So we have a great turn 1. And actually I got Huntail loaded up. So it does 20 damage for each Pokemon, for energy attached to all of my opponent's Pokemon. So dang, if he gets one in play, he's doing 100 damage already. However, I can eat that up easily. And this is going to be a very interesting predicament. Right now, basically what's going to happen is he's going to have to attack either with Ho-Oh, but another possibility is that he's going to have to get a bunch of Clam Pearls into play and then have one Hex turn where he drops like a ton of Huntails down. But if I can keep killing his Clam Pearls before he can do that, I'm in a good spot. And if you see, he's only doing 20 damage plus 20 for each basic. So right now he's swinging for a petty like 80 damage. And 80 damage with a 3 energy commitment against a Yveltal EX is very, very bad for my opponent. And so he's gonna get another Ho-Oh into play. And I don't know, like he's doing this, attaching all these energies, but this doesn't seem to be benefiting him very much. Like, I'm not really sure what he's accomplishing with this. Alright, so I can attach a muscle band. Actually, I'll hold that for now. I'll attach this, and I don't even want to end. I'll just Evil Ball, take a prize, because he might have a bad hand, so I don't really want to end. So at this point, he's not going to be doing very much damage. I have a Fighting Fury Bolt, so I can eat up any hit he can give me. I'm swinging back for a ridiculous amount of damage, and this is just a very bad spot for my opponent. Like, he's gonna VS-Sticker for a Skyla. What is he gonna do with a Skyla? He can get, yeah, he's gonna Rainbow Burn me for 80. This is gonna 3-hit KO me. Maybe 4. If he attaches the energy, it's still not doing very much at all. I'm gonna attach a Muscle Man to this Yveltal. Battle Compressor. Discarding. Actually, I'm gonna see how many energy I have in there already. I have 2. I don't need to discard an energy. Gallade, Maxies. And at this point, Silent Lab doesn't seem too useful, just because he already has 3 hoes already in play. But yeah, I'll just discard 1 Silent Lab, because he already seems like he has all the resources he already needs from those Pokemon. So I'll just thin out my deck a little bit, and I'll end grabbing 5 cards, because I don't really want to get rid of 2 Lysander. So I'll just Evil Ball for time damage, for 130 damage. So yeah, my opponent's in a pretty bad spot right now. It's been kind of hard for him to do much. And I can just keep yet another Yveltal deck. Are you people that intelligent that you can't think of anything else to play? Wow, my opponent's very, very salty from losing to my Yveltal deck that I wanted to show off to you guys. But it's okay. PTCGO players are like pretty hilarious. But yeah, let's try to kind of show you the power. I got an Archeops out turn 1, and it kind of put him in a predicament where he couldn't really do anything. And so Archeops basically won the game. Ho was pretty useless. He can't do anything with that. And he calls me unintelligent while I have a World's Invite. But yeah, Archeops kind of ran the show that game. He couldn't, even if he played Hex, which he did. It wouldn't have done much because I could just knock it out the next turn, and then you can't follow up with that. So, yeah, it's very strong to play Archeops, even though 1 is very, very useful. Oh, and I want to call heads. Oh, I lost the coin flip. That's fine. We'll be fine. So, okay, we start with no Pokemon. And he seems to be playing a Yveltal deck himself, but with Verbank. So this is going to be pretty interesting. If I can get a Silent Lab up early, prevent him from using his abilities, that'll be useful. But at the same time, I can also really hardly abuse the fact that he has Verbank to boost my attacks. The mirror match seems kind of difficult, because he probably plays a few more things for power, while I play things for different matchups. But we'll just have to see what happens. And I'm going to start this Yveltal. Alright, and I might have Maxies. If I discard this, attach this, it depends on my top deck, I think, at this point. Yeah, it does depend on my top deck. And so turn 1 Gallade seems very important in this matchup. Actually, no, I have guaranteed turn 1 Gallade, because I can computer search for an Ultra Ball if I need to. Oh, if he gets turn 1 Gallade, this might be scary for me. And this is a very hard matchup. And you have to be pretty skilled to win this. And I'm not extremely well versed, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just want to show you guys the deck, but I haven't played this Yveltal deck for an extreme amount of time. So I just want to tell you that Yveltal mirror matches takes in a lot of skill. Very, very difficult. Um, but you just want to get Gallade out basically turn 1 and play intelligently, hitting where it matters and playing conservatively when you have to. And so it takes a lot of small decision making. There's a lot of little intricacies that you need to know to be able to win consistently. But our hand's looking pretty good right now. I can computer search these two for an Ultra Ball. Attach this energy here. Or actually I can throw both these away. Yeah, this is tough. Depends on what I top deck. If I top deck something bad, I'm hoping I top deck something bad so I can throw it away. So I can get an Yveltal and attach an energy to that. And then throw one away so I can set it up for Dark Patch. That would be strong as well. He plays on this Yveltal, which I actually don't play any of right now in this list. Because I just don't think it's that good. And he's going to Ultra Ball. Yeah, he has a Jirachi for Archeops. But you don't want Archeops. Okay, he's going to get a Shaman. What am I saying? I'm like, wait, I don't need... Archeops isn't doing anything against me. So he's going to Shaman for 6. And he has to find a way to get that Gallade out. Because he really, really needs it and wants it. Because Gallade's so good. And you see, both of our games, I started computer search, and I'm like, oh, okay, bad hand, I have computer search, and now I have Maxies, because this is amazing. So, Yveltal is very interesting and expanded, because it has so many great tools, and so many ways to get Gallade and Archeops, and as well as the deck already being extremely powerful. Like, this deck has been good, Darkrai has been good, since the next Destinies, and like, since it came out, it's been like finding ways to thrive and be really good. It was hard. So I have a decision. I can actually discard this to be able to attach an energy to Yveltal, and I think that's a good decision. So I'm gonna computer search. Wait, I don't want to mess this up. So I'm gonna computer search these two. I'm gonna grab. Yeah. I might have misplayed, I'm not sure. No, yeah, I can't attach an energy to Yveltal, which sucks. Oh wait, no, I can't, yeah. No. Wait. Yeah, I can. If I have a Gallade in here already. So if I just grab a Yveltal, I can put a Yveltal down, attach an energy, and I can get a battle compressor and throw away other useless stuff that I don't need. So Gallade goes in there, Archeops, and another energy. And there we go, turn 1 Maxies again. And so I have the edge already, because I have Maxies turn 1 and he doesn't. So I have Gallade first. So I think I'll just battle compressor away Juniper and stuff, and doesn't seem very good, and Lysander for later as well. Actually, I can just discard that. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna want to keep these, so I'll do that, and then I'll just premonition for my next turn. I'm gonna want to grab that DCE definitely, and the other cards don't really matter. So I'll just pass my turn. I don't really need to do anything. I got turn 1 premonition. I have an energy on my Yveltal. I have a baby Yveltal that I don't want up front. This is already really good. I gotta find a way to retreat that baby Yveltal, however, because I don't want it to stay up there. If I can get a float zone, that'd be very fortunate. Because I think I really want to use this baby Yveltal, but I don't want it right now. I don't think it's gonna do very much right now. I want to use it like mid game to set up some knockouts, and I think I can steal KO with Shaman on Shaman. And also, if I get one, I kind of win the game because I'm attacking this Yveltal, which is very scary for him, and he can't really do anything to deal with that. And I'm gonna set it up for a knockout. Well, he can't Oko me, but I can Oko him. So it's kind of an empty threat, because actually not an empty threat, a real threat. Because if he doesn't do anything to it about it, then he's like in big trouble. He's gonna play Hoopa. Hoopa's a very interesting card for this deck that I don't necessarily agree with. I don't think it's that useful or that good, and you don't really need it. But he's probably gonna grab a Jirachi for no. Oh, okay. He just Hoopa'd for nothing. Wait, I don't even know why he Ultra Ball for anything. Why would you do that? Oh, he just played for his hand, like empty, to get a Gallade out. Yeah, that's how important Gallade is. But if I can find an opportunity. Oh, the Vermix is really, really important. I'm gonna see if I can power up the Yveltal that I have right now. I need to power up one so I can hit the bench Yveltal. I think that's what's gonna win me the match, being able to do 60 onto it. So I might even bench this one as well. Yeah, this one's basically dead right now, but dead to me. I don't want to use it. I don't need it. So I have to figure out what I want to do. I could start powering up this one and sack this one, but I don't know if I want to do that either. This is a pretty tough decision, honestly. So yeah, this is hard. I'm not sure what to do. Because if I leave it up here, he's gonna die eventually. But I really want to use it because I think it's my win condition being able to use the pitchback spear. So I think I'm gonna sack this one. Oh, I don't want to get rid of a DCE. I'll drop that. No, not yet. I'll drop that onto there. And I'll just let it get killed. Just because I want the pitchback spear so bad. Premonition. Lysander. And Ultra Ball, VS Seeker. Having that Lysander next turn will really help me. Because I can Lysander like a Shaman or something and then do 60 to the bench Yveltal at the same time. Or I can just do straight up 60. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I can do 60 straight up to the Yveltal on the front and threaten it. And dang, I guess he sees the threat I'm pushing right now, and he scoops. But I don't know. It seems kind of early to scoop. Let's kind of look through our opponent's deck really quick. He plays an interesting build. I don't really agree with some of the stuff he plays. Like, you don't really need Getsis, and one Verbanks is kind of low. But I guess this is just like full aggressive with a few decks. He might have scooped because he had to leave or something, but he also might have scooped because he sees like he doesn't have a great setup and he's probably drawing a little bit dead. And once I get Pitch Black Spear out, there's not much you can really do because I'm really threatening the Yveltal because I'm going to put on a lot of pressure, and I'm also threatening the Shaman. So I think getting a Pitch Black Spear onto an EX in the bench is so powerful in Yveltal because you're basically just setting up an EX to be knocked out whenever they come up. They have a huge 60 damage on them, and most decks just can't deal with that because they're gonna get knocked out whenever they come up. And you're also threatening the Shaman and Jirachi, and those are two easy prizes. And the best part about that is like you're killing Jirachi, and usually you have to sidetrack from doing whatever you're doing to kill Jirachi or Shaman. But at this point, you're simultaneously putting a ton of pressure on the Yveltal while putting a ton of pressure on their Shaman. And if they leave their Shaman, if they let you do it again, you're killing their Shaman, and you're leaving your Yveltal with 50 HP, which you can, with a Sky Return with a Muscle Man you can kill, or Laser Bank and like a Sky Return you can kill, or even like some 2 Night Spear snipes. Like, it's super easy. And so the attack, the Baby Yveltal is so important, so good. And this deck in general is just incredibly powerful. I hope I showed you kind of the power. My opponents got overwhelmed at the beginning for my insane pressure, and then immediately just scooped because they're like, I have no chance of winning this game. So this deck is very powerful and very strong, and I really think you guys should be testing this for regionals coming up, and also even like standard tournaments, because it's so good. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.